The story begins with Su-nan working as a waitress at a fancy party, where Lee, the male lead, is also attending, wearing a mask. As two girls dance, one pulls Lee in, making him slip and fall right onto Su-nan. The moment they lock eyes, memories of their past come flooding back. In a flashback, Su-nan once gave Lee a lucky jade carved with their names, promising it would keep them together forever. But sometime later, Su-nan suddenly sent Lee a breakup message and threw her phone into the water so he couldn't reach her. Back in the present, Su-nan is stunned to see Lee again and says she thought they'd never cross paths. Lee, recognizing her eyes even through the mask, wonders how fate brought them together. Overcome with emotion, Su-nan runs away crying and jumps into a taxi. More flashbacks show how Lee once took Su-nan to a big apartment and said they'd build a life there. Another memory shows Lee searching desperately for Su-nan after the breakup, calling her over and over but finding her number turned off. In happier times, Su-nan gave Lee a book with a note saying they should spend summer vacation together and asking if they should start dating. Lee asked if she'd marry him after graduation, but Su-nan worried it might be too late and was afraid another girl might steal him away. She wanted to get their marriage license by their 3rd year, and when Lee asked what wedding dress she wanted, Su-nan said she'd wear both Chinese and Western styles. They hugged sweetly. Returning to the present, Lee wonders aloud why Su-nan left him. Meanwhile, Su-nan's friend tends to her foot and asks if she still loves Lee, but Su-nan insists she's forgotten everything about him. Later, Lee sees Su-nan's photo on his phone and reads her old breakup message, remembering how she'd once waited 2 hours just to confess her feelings for him. Back then, she'd secretly asked Lee's friend about his hobbies and what kind of girls he liked. Although embarrassed, Lee eventually admitted he liked her too, and they both smiled. In the present, Lee's assistant tells him they found a missing bag. Meanwhile, Su-nan complains to her friend that she still hasn't located her own bag. Suddenly, Lee pulls up in a car, shows her the bag, and demands she get in. Su-nan climbs in but tries to leave right away. However, Lee drives off quickly. She panics, begging him to slow down, and threatens to jump out, but Lee calls her bluff and keeps driving. He finally stops at a restaurant they used to visit together. Su-nan realizes where they are and tries to leave, but Lee tricks her by keeping her handbag, forcing her to follow him inside. Although Su-nan protests that the place is too crowded, Lee seems determined to keep her close, suggesting their feelings for each other might not be completely over. Lee suggests trying the plum juice at a restaurant where he and Su-nan used to go. In a flashback, Su-nan had once brought him there, insisting on the juice despite the crowd. Back in the present, they sit together awkwardly. Memories resurface of playful moments they shared, including teasing each other over food, which once led to a kiss. Lee suddenly asks if Su-nan is married and has kids. She snaps back, blaming their breakup on his lack of stability and her wish to marry someone wealthy, though she admits she hasn't found such a man yet. Hurt, Lee storms off, refusing to let Su-nan pay the bill, declaring that only his future wife should pay for him. Su-nan notices Lee left his phone and tries to return it but misses him. Meanwhile, her friend Jio introduces her to Mr. Shu, who promises to help Su-nan find her biological parents. Su-nan reveals she learned she was adopted when her stepmother was dying. Later, Su-nan brings Lee's phone to his office but bumps into him in the elevator, deciding to hide that she works there. Lee questions her presence, hinting he owns the company. Flustered, she leaves. Alone, Su-nan cries over a photo, admitting she never forgot Lee. Lee practices what he'll say to Su-nan, then receives a package with his phone, realizing Su-nan returned it cleverly. Mr. Shu reassures Su-nan he'll keep her search for her real parents private. At home, Jio teases Su-nan about always running into Lee, suspecting there's still love between them. One night at dinner, Su-nan leaves early because of a couple fighting and finds a drunken Lee outside. He hugs her tightly, shocking her, and stumbles when she pushes him away, leaving her worried about what's happening to him. Sun-nan helps Lee sit up as he drunkenly apologizes for making her wait in the past, promising to make it up to her by taking her to the movies. Sun Nan scolds him for drinking and neglecting his health, and Yi-bei, overwhelmed, asks why she left him before passing out. Worried, Sun Nan calls for help, and with the manager's assistance, gets Yi-bei into a room. The manager assumes Yi-bei is her boyfriend or husband, but Sun Nan denies it. Yi-bei feels hot, so Sun Nan removes his coat and gently cools his face with a wet cloth, tears falling as she looks at him lovingly. Yi-bei wakes up, grabs her, and kisses her passionately. As they share the moment, the doorbell rings, and Sun Nan rushes to answer it. Yi-bei's manager arrives and suspiciously asks what's going on, but Sun Nan insists nothing happened and leaves quickly. Later, Sun Nan smiles at the jade pendant, remembering how Yi-bei once bought an apartment for their future and excitedly shouted about their wedding plans. In the present, Sun Nan is taking selfies at a scenic spot when Yi-bei suddenly appears, teasing her about falling over. She accuses him of following her, but he jokes about the previous night and asks if she did anything to him while he was drunk. Sun Nan clarifies she only helped him to his room. As she tries to leave, she slips into the water, pulling Yi-bei in with her. They help each other out, and Yi-bei teases her for not knowing how to walk properly. When Sun Nan apologizes with teary eyes, Yi-bei is surprised. Their friends Jio and another girl arrive, excitedly recognizing them, while Yi-bei warns the girls to be careful before leaving, followed by Sun Nan. Meanwhile, Yi-bei showers, lost in thoughts of the painful day Sun Nan left him, which was also when he was beaten up over debts and received her breakup text. In another scene, Sun Nan runs into Sue, who turns out to be someone she knows, at work. Their boss, Miss Jiang, notices the connection and calls them into a meeting. Back at Yi-bei's office, his manager teases him about hiding his relationship with Sun Nan, while Yi-bei denies everything. His assistant, Yang, overhears and insists he should at least check some documents, but Yi-bei says he trusts her completely. Yang feels happy because she likes Yi-bei too. Meanwhile, Sun Nan is working when Sue tells her to finish early because he wants to introduce her to someone. Jiang notices them and feels jealous. Later, Sue takes Sun Nan to meet a man who serves them tea and shares wise words about how mood affects taste. Sun Nan finds him interesting, and Sue introduces him as Mr. Kanglu, who's very knowledgeable. Elsewhere, Yi-bei's friend shows him a photo of Sun Nan with Sue and suggests she's only interested in rich men. Seeing the photo makes Yi-bei jealous, so he calls Sun Nan. She steps out to take the call, but gets annoyed when Yi-bei demands to see her. Meanwhile, Kanglu tells Sue that Sun Nan is a great girl and jokes that Sue should date her, but Sue denies any romantic feelings. Sun Nan eventually switches off her phone, which frustrates Yi-bei. Back at the tea place, Kanglu unexpectedly asks Sun Nan about being adopted. She reveals her late mother told her the truth, and although she has no adoption papers, Kanglu promises to help find information. Sun Nan thanks him. The next day, Yi-bei drags Sun Nan aside and demands to know why she didn't tell him she worked in the same building. He shows her the photo with Sue, and Sun Nan calls him crazy and tries to leave. Yi-bei grabs her arm, and in the struggle, she accidentally tears his pants. Embarrassed, Yi-bei asks her to fetch him new pants, but Sun Nan refuses and storms off. Later, Yi-bei hides the rip by wrapping his coat around himself, but his manager teases him, takes a picture, and tries to fix the pants with tape. Yang walks in, misunderstands the situation, and leaves flustered, while the manager chases after her to explain. Yi-bei plays a game with Kanglu, who mentions Yang, but Yi-bei says he sometimes likes being alone. Sue and Sun Nan arrive, and Kanglu introduces them. Yi-bei recognizes Sue from the photo, and Sun Nan worries he'll cause trouble. Yi-bei taunts her about chasing rich men. Sue is confused, and Sun Nan explains she hurt her hand fighting off a psycho guy who wanted her to sell his pants, indirectly referring to Yi-bei. Sue is concerned, but Sun Nan insists it's nothing serious. Jealous, Yi-bei storms off, refusing a drink. Later, Kanglu gives Sun Nan documents he found, while a flashback shows Kanglu once helping save Yi-bei at the hospital. Back in the present, Sue drives Sun Nan home, while Yi-bei secretly waits nearby in his car. Sue jokes that Sun Nan could repay him by giving herself to him, which shocks her until Sue admits he's joking. The next day, eBay spots Sue and Sun Nan getting into a car and decides to follow them. As Sun Nan rides in Sue's car, she starts feeling sleepy, triggering a memory of a time when she waited for eBay to return after dropping him off. A taxi arrives, but eBay doesn't want to leave Sun Nan, so he hugs her tightly, and she hugs him back. As he finally leaves in the taxi, Sun Nan's eyes fill with tears because she doesn't want to be apart from him either. Later, in the present, Sue and Sun Nan visit an orphanage while eBay waits outside. Inside, a woman hands Sue files from 1996, but Sun Nan finds no useful information. Outside, eBay questions the guard, who knows nothing. Sue drives Sun Nan back to her office, promising to keep helping her, but Sun Nan insists she's ready to wait for answers after all these years. Meanwhile, eBay asks his manager why people visit orphanages. The manager explains some go there searching for lost children, while others leave kids they can't raise. Jokingly, he suggests maybe eBay and Sun Nan have a secret child, and now she's visiting the orphanage for him, hinting that Sun Nan might want eBay's money. eBay falls silent, lost in thought. At work, Sun Nan's assistant tells her someone wants to see her. It's eBay, who drags her aside, demanding to know why she visited the orphanage. Sun Nan accuses him of following her. He asks if she's hiding something or searching for someone. She snaps back that even if it's about a child, it's none of his business. eBay insists that as a man, he deserves to know if there's a child. Sun Nan firmly denies ever being pregnant or hiding a child and storms off. Later, Sue waits for Sun Nan and offers to drive her home, joking he won't charge her for gas. As they're talking, eBay interrupts, greeting Sue briefly but leaving quickly, which Sue finds amusing. Sue asks Sun Nan to join him for dinner. She insists she'll pay since he's helped her so much, but Sue says it's his birthday tomorrow, so Sun Nan agrees they'll have dinner then. Jang secretly watches them, looking jealous. At a party, eBay and Kanglu chat and laugh. Kanglu mentions someone from eBay's past, whom Sue recently introduced to Sun Nan. eBay pretends not to remember. Kanglu recalls a time 2 years ago when eBay was hospitalized with stomach problems. In a flashback, eBay lies unconscious on a stretcher. Sun Nan is there, worried. When the doctor says eBay urgently needs blood, Kanglu rushes off to find some. Sun Nan steps up, offering her own blood to save eBay. After donating blood, Sun Nan watches eBay tenderly, holding his hand and crying quietly before slipping away. eBay wakes up, looking around for whoever helped him, but Sun Nan has already left. As she departs the hospital, the receptionist asks her to sign her name and number. Kanglu returns and learns from the receptionist that Sun Nan was the one who saved eBay's life. Kanglu recalls seeing Sun Nan's name and number, though she'd only scribbled simple marks. Back in the present, Kanglu tells eBay that Sun Nan risked her life to save him and has been through a lot, revealing that she's an orphan. Meanwhile, Sue is heading back to the office when Jang tries to give him a gift. Sue politely refuses and drives off, leaving Jang frustrated. Later, Sue and Sun Nan go out for dinner to celebrate his birthday. At another table, Jang sits alone, growing jealous as she watches them laughing and enjoying their food. After dinner, as Sun Nan gets into the car, a stranger approaches her, claiming she has a parcel. When Sun Nan reaches for the note, the stranger suddenly slaps her and runs off, apologizing. Jang, who planned the attack, secretly watches as Sue rushes over to check on Sun Nan. They read the note, which orders the slap, then quickly leave. Later, eBay meets an old friend who's living a quiet life with his wife and child. When eBay asks about Sun Nan, the friend explains she suffered a harsh past. Her father was involved in crimes and went to prison, while her sick mother died without proper care. eBay is stunned by this news. Sue drops Sun Nan home, and Jio notices her red cheek, demanding to know who hit her. Sun Nan explains the awful day and shows Jio the note about the slap. Jio wonders if eBay was behind it, but Sun Nan insists he wasn't. The next day, eBay comes to Sun Nan's office, but Jio confronts him angrily, convinced he's to blame. Sun Nan also scolds eBay, accusing him of being crazy, and leaves upset. eBay sits alone, remembering a time when he was overseas and Sun Nan called him crying about her parents fighting. Though eBay offered to come home, Sun Nan told him to stay and focus on his work. In the present, eBay opens his door to Yang and asks if a girl was abandoned by her birth parents, then later lost her adoptive parents too, how should one help her? Yang wants to know who he's talking about, but eBay just says the girl once saved his life. Meanwhile, Sun Nan is leaving work when suddenly her father calls out to her, leaving her shocked. Sun Nan's father shows up and pulls her aside, saying he just came to see how she's doing. He says he's changed and wants to live with her. Sun Nan gives him money and thanks him for raising her but says she's happy living alone now. Later, he approaches her again asking for more money, claiming creditors are after him. Sun Nan gets frustrated and asks about a missing file bag, but he avoids the question. Suddenly, the creditors show up, harass Sun Nan, and threaten to take her. Sue arrives just in time and fights them off, while her father runs away. Sue checks on Sun Nan and offers to drop her home. Meanwhile, Sun Nan's dad argues with the creditors, blaming them for showing up too early. eBay, watching nearby, follows him. After Sue and Sun Nan have lunch together, he gently asks if she'll let him protect her in the future. Jio shows up and teases them while eating. eBay then invites Sun Nan's dad to a feast and treats him like a guest of honor. After the food and party, eBay sits down with him and asks about Sun Nan's biological parents. The man admits she's adopted but says she's still his daughter. eBay offers him 1 million yuan in exchange for the truth. Tempted by the money, the dad gives eBay a card with information and makes an inappropriate comment before eBay leaves with the info. Later, Yang hands eBay more background, saying it was hard to find. She warns him the family is about to leave the country. eBay tries to call Sun Nan, but she ignores it. He goes to her office, grabs her hand, and brings her to his car. There, she reads the documents and learns her birth parents couldn't find her and now have a son. The couple heads to the airport, and Sun Nan spots her father looking happy with his family. She tells eBay she just wanted to see them once and feels peace knowing they're happy. After passing through immigration, Sun Nan thanks eBay, and they share a heartfelt hug. eBay suggests they leave. Meanwhile, two employees gossip about Sun Nan being surrounded by handsome men, wondering what will happen to Jiang. Overhearing this, Jiang confronts Sue, asking why Sun Nan is so important to him. Sue reminds her they broke up 2 years ago and insists he's not interested in getting back together. Later, eBay drops Sun Nan off, and Sue watches from his car. Sun Nan thinks about how grateful she is to have eBay in her life again, though she feels it's too late to confess her love. As she walks away, a woman suddenly throws water on her and tries to set her on fire. eBay rushes in and kicks away the lighter, saving her. Sue chases the woman, who reveals herself as Jiang. Jiang confronts Sue about their past, but Sue insists Sun Nan wasn't the reason for their breakup. eBay takes Sun Nan to his office, notices her wet coat, and gives her his own. As he turns away, Sun Nan hugs him from behind, thanking him for everything he's done. Touched, eBay faces her, and they share a passionate kiss. Suddenly, Yang walks in, and Sun Nan grabs her bag and flees. eBay tries to follow, but Yang stops him with business talk, though he quickly leaves to chase Sun Nan. Outside, eBay catches up to Sun Nan. They apologize to each other, and eBay wishes he'd been there during her difficult 5 years. Sun Nan begins to cry, and eBay wipes her tears, telling her not to cry. Meanwhile, Jiang leaves the office, and Sue waits for Sun Nan. When she doesn't show up, Sue calls her phone. eBay answers instead, telling Sue that Sun Nan won't be coming to work and to mark her leave. Sun Nan appears behind eBay, hugging him and teasing him about being jealous. eBay insists nothing is going on between him and Sue. eBay helps dry Sun Nan's wet hair, telling her that sometimes people don't realize someone's special until they've lost them. He hugs her, confessing he doesn't want to lose her again. They share another loving kiss. Later, eBay takes Sun Nan on an outing. She gets tired and sits down, complaining she can't walk any further. eBay encourages her, saying they're almost there. Sun Nan complains she's too tired to walk, so eBay teases her before carrying her on his back. Sun Nan laughs, wishing this moment would never end, but eBay jokes about how heavy she is. They enjoy themselves at a fun spot afterward. Later, Yang brings paperwork for eBay to sign. Noticing he signs without reading, she smirks slyly. Meanwhile, someone knocks at eBay's apartment. Sun Nan expects eBay but finds her father instead. He accuses her of living well while he struggled to raise her and demands 1 million yuan, urging her to get it from eBay. Sun Nan refuses, warning him to stop blackmailing eBay. Her father threatens to reveal her secret about stealing data from eBay's company. Just then, eBay walks in and hears part of their argument. Sun Nan's father leaves, and eBay questions Sun Nan, who breaks into tears, apologizes, and runs off. As Sun Nan flees, memories flood back. Years ago, her mother was hospitalized and needed expensive surgery. Sun Nan's father pressured her to steal money from eBay's company to pay for it. Desperate to save her mother, Sun Nan hacked into eBay's office computer and handed her dad a USB drive to pay the hospital. In the present, eBay remembers begging his boss to repay the stolen money, only to be thrown out and left in hardship. He looks sadly at an old photo of himself and Sun Nan, then tosses it away. Sun Nan also recalls her mother's final days. In the hospital, her mom confessed Sun Nan wasn't her biological daughter and wished she could protect her longer. Despite the truth, Sun Nan promised she'd always stay her daughter. Her mother died soon after. Back in the present, eBay drowns his sorrows in alcohol. Yang approaches him, asking if she still has a chance with him, but eBay gently turns her down, saying he can't love anyone else because of Sun Nan. Yang feels heartbroken and leaves in tears. Elsewhere, Sun Nan stays in bed crying for days until Jio scolds her for moping over the breakup. Jio reminds her that even if she's lost eBay, she still has a friend. Sun Nan hugs her, sobbing. Later, eBay visits his mother. She observes he still loves Sun Nan. eBay asks if his mother would forgive someone who hurt her deeply. She says she would, and advises him that love sometimes means forgiving big mistakes. Su meets with Sun Nan, who reveals she plans to return to her hometown since she has found her biological family. Jio and Kanglu join them as Sun Nan thanks everyone for helping her. The group is sad to hear she's leaving. At his mother's house, eBay eats noodles while confiding he can't forget Sun Nan. His mother tells him that if someone matters that much, he shouldn't let them go, no matter what happened. Inspired, eBay decides to act. As Sun Nan packs her belongings, she cries looking at a photo of herself and eBay. She places it in her suitcase and hugs Jio goodbye, promising to visit her in the future. Driving in his car, eBay remembers his mother's words about holding on to the people you love. He rushes to Sun Nan's office, but Su tells him she's already gone. eBay hurries to find Jio, demanding to know where Sun Nan went, but learns she has already left. eBay rushes off to find Sun Nan. Meanwhile, Sun Nan loads her luggage onto a bus and takes a seat. As the bus begins moving, eBay arrives and runs after it. On the bus, Sun Nan thinks back to a moment with eBay when they sat close together. He'd asked how long they'd been apart, and she'd replied precisely, 5 years, 4 months, and 18 days. eBay wondered if she'd been happy during that time. She'd simply rested her head gently against his. Back in the present, Sun Nan answers eBay's call. He tells her he's missed her every single day for those same 5 years, 4 months, and 18 days. He insists that from now on, they should face everything together because they'll be stronger as a team. Crying, Sun Nan hangs up. She whispers that eBay is foolish for loving her, saying he deserves better. She believes she's only caused him pain and that he'd live a better life without her. Begging his forgiveness, she says goodbye. Later, eBay returns to his office, where Yang is waiting. Yang reveals she's partnering with another company and hints she'll gain a powerful position if eBay chooses her over Sun Nan. But eBay firmly chooses Sun Nan, leaving Yang upset. eBay and his team work tirelessly to secure their place in the company. One day, exhausted, Ibe nods off at his desk. He wakes to find Sun Nan gently touching his face, making him smile in surprise. Soon after, Ibe and Sun Nan appear dressed as bride and groom, descending a staircase with joyful smiles. Kanglu calls for everyone to remove their masks, and a festive celebration begins, full of dancing and laughter. In the final scene, Ibe and Sun Nan spend time together outdoors, laughing and playing. Ibe lifts Sun Nan into his arms, overwhelmed with happiness because they're finally together. The drama ends with a bright,